Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to take you guys through some big PC gaming news. A big free Steam PC game has been officially announced, so we'll talk about that. Unfortunate news for a game that I've been looking forward to for quite a while, as it has seen another delay. Kind of have to be understanding with the situation that they're in, but we'll talk about that. And a sequel to a game that I always talk up, Frostpunk and Frostpunk 2, will be launching here very shortly. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, publisher Hi-Rise and developer Titanforge Games have officially announced the sequel to Smite in Smite 2. Yes, it is getting a full-on sequel. The original game will continue to exist, but if you did spend money on the original game, you will be rewarded in Smite 2. I feel like as far as free-to-play games go, Hi-Res and Titanforge are going above and beyond in terms of offering you reason to check out Smite 2, even if you were super invested into Smite, and if you did spend money, they're gonna give you a content kickback. The game notes, become a god and wage war in Smite 2, the Unreal Engine 5 powered sequel to the legendary third-person action MOBA. If you love challenging competition, intense action, ability-driven combat, rewarding teamwork, or godly mythology, you'll see why over 40 million players love Smite. You'll fight as a god, choose your god from across mythology, and wield unique godly abilities, hurl bolts of lightning as Zeus, master the arcane powers of death as Anubis, or backstab your foes as Loki. The third-person action MOBA, no other game offers combat that feels like your favorite hero shooter, crossed with deep strategy that you can only find in a 5v5 MOBA. Feel the impact of every shot, sneak up on enemies, and combo abilities with teammates to take down the enemy Titan. Plays great everywhere. Smite 2 is the only MOBA designed from the start to play amazingly on keyboard and mouse, controller, or even Steam Deck. Smite 2 features full cross-play and cross-progression, so you can play with friends regardless of platforms and take your unlocks with you from PC to console. It's Smite Evolved. More than 40 million players have enjoyed Smite. Now the next generation of action MOBA begins with immersive visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5, more impactful combat, and new creative gameplay options to shape the game in your own way. Minutes to learn, a lifetime to master. Smite 2 is the easiest MOBA to start playing, with features like auto build and auto level so that you can focus on fighting. With a full depth of MOBA gameplay awaits, letting you find your own path to victory across item building, map control, tactical brilliance, or simply outplaying your foes. Compete in a variety of game modes, including ranked, where you'll climb the leaderboard and become a true god in the Smite 2 community, and great rewards await. If you played Smite, your divine legacy is waiting for you. In Smite 2, you'll have access to amazing cross-gen skins, badges, and legacy gems after you link your original Smite account. Hence, if you did drop money in the original game, they're doing what they can to offer you value if you are coming over to Smite 2. There will be an alpha test that'll be kicking off in the earlier portion of 2024, I believe the spring. You can sign up for that on the official website now. You just click register for alpha, and then you select your platform, and then you put your email, and that's very simple to register if you do want to check that out. Obviously, MOBAs are a little bit, not my cup of tea anymore. Look, I played the hell out of League of Legends in high school and early college, but the rage is something that I really cannot handle these days. I get it that Smite is supposed to be a little bit more accessible. Never a MOBA that I got super into, but yes, Smite 2 is dropping, and looks to be one of the more casual-friendly free-to-play MOBAs that you can get into, so check that out later on when you are interested, and good that it's dropping on Steam right out the gate. That's always going to increase visibility for a game like this, and if you're interested in the alpha, go sign up for that as well. Very simple sign-up process for that. Moving on from that, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl will not be coming out in Q1 of 2024. That was the initial targeted window. Actually, the initial targeted window was like, I want to say December of 2022, but obviously things went to hell. It got delayed several times, and now it has been pushed to September 5th. We'll see if the game ultimately hits that date. I'm very, very skeptical that'll be the case. I mean, when we initially heard Q1, I was like, okay, maybe it'll drop in Q1, but, as we got closer and closer to the end of the year in 23, I was like, all right, okay, Stalker 2 is probably going to get delayed, and in fact, it has been delayed. Now, it will be available via Xbox Game Pass as well, and the message from GSC Game World on the delay notes this: while there is absolutely no way to make another delay sound less dim, we decided to be clear about our reasons to postpone the game for the sake of yet another wave of polishing. During Gamescom 2023, Game World decided to show a small part of Stalker 2 to the players publicly for the first time ever. The one-time initiative then transformed into a journey from one event to another across Poland, France, Brazil, Singapore, and other countries. Thousands of players were able to play the game themselves and give them much-needed direct feedback afterwards. Two key points emerged from that. The first one was, it absolutely felt and played like a Stalker game, which basically summed up both the key intention and the main inspiration for the project from the very beginning. The second one was, on the technical side of things, the game apparently needed more time in the oven. I don't know why they have to say apparently. Like, I feel like that should be something like the developers playing the game should obviously realize, but, you know, maybe they can't objectively assess that as a player just coming in, trying it out. I don't know. That's just... you know, just the wording of that is a little strange to me. But throughout the frankly challenging development process, time was of the team's main essence. Seeing the scope of polishing and understanding the limits of the player's patience, GSC was absolutely dedicated to releasing the game in Q1 24. That, however, doesn't change the fact that at the beginning of this year, certain technical imperfections still hold Stalker 2 below the expected standards for the final experience the fans are waiting for. The extended journey to the release will be supported with much more content from the game to be shared later this year. So, fingers crossed that the game actually drops on September the 5th. I obviously have to be a little bit skeptical. The Steam page has been updated with the September 5th release date, so let's actually look at that. What day does September 5th fall on? September 5th would be a Thursday. You know, if Stalker 2 is going to be the game that really kicks off the fall portion, you know, that's the period where a lot of big games come out. That would be pretty exciting. Really, it kicks off at like the end of August, but Stalker 2 being a part of that would be exciting, and obviously this is a game so many of us have been looking forward to for a while. Let's just hope it does finally drop on September the 5th, but again, I have to remain fairly skeptical. It will be on Game Pass, so that's quite nice, and hopefully Microsoft is kicking back some cash to GSC and funding some of the development aspects of that game. Lastly, I do want to know Frostpunk 2 has been confirmed for the first half of 2024 for PC. It'll be coming to PS5 and Xbox Series sometime later on, and it will be available via Xbox Game Pass as well. Xbox Game Pass ain't lighting up at all in 2024. You got Frostpunk 2, you got Stalker 2, you got Persona 3 Reload coming out in February. Man, it's a great... Pal World is dropping at the end of this week. Like, oh my goodness, Game Pass is just absolutely crazy. The sequel comes as highly anticipated follow-up to 11-bit Studios' original City Builder, which earned praise for its skillful blend of strategy gameplay and emergent emotional narrative. Releasing later this year, Frostpunk 2 remains focused on the story of a people dealing with harsh realities. As it is in life, some individuals wield more driving force than others, but when you're trying to ensure the sustainability and survival of your city, that power provides a little relief. As a steward in Frostpunk 2, you'll oversee an ever-growing metropolis and be required to carefully weigh the needs and demands of its society. Your people are concerned with the fate of their children and crimes on the streets. They complain about unhealthy squalor escalated by industrial growth, but needs places to work. And what if you cannot afford to reward their toil with food and shelter or take care of their health? You can't please everyone, and when radical factions start rising, it only takes a tiny spark for the boiling tensions to blow up. 30 years after the Great Storm, the tyranny has ended. The delegates can vote with or without certain persuasions to pass laws to fulfill people's will and steer the entire city into one of many futures. All this with a mantra echoing in everyone's minds: the city must not fall, but will you be one to persist and witness its triumph? There's a new gameplay trailer that did drop, and again, the game is dropping in the first half of 2024. Excited for that, and we'll see how that ultimately turns out. But that'll do it for me. Again, Smite 2 officially revealed will be coming free on Steam. Signups for the early alpha are live right now. That'll be kicking off later this year. Stalker 2 pushed back until September 5th. Fingers crossed it finally hits that release date, but man, I gotta be a little bit skeptical when it comes to that. And Frostpunk 2 coming in the first half of 2024. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.